So let us first start by making sure that we are properly seated, that we are sitting comfortably, and that we can sit like this for a long time. We can feel like we are comfortable and yet alert. So not too comfortable, which might undermine your awareness. But you should feel relaxed in a way that you can feel like you can sit like this for a while. And then we start first by allowing our entire body to fully relax. We might imagine that there is a sort of energy of relaxation, a flow of relaxation moving through our body. And as it moves through our body, our entire body relaxes. We can feel our head and forehead relaxing. We can feel our eyes relaxing. We can feel our face relaxing and the jaws. We can feel our neck relaxing as well as our shoulders, our arms, our hands, we can feel our chest relaxing as well as our abdomen. And then we can feel our back relaxing as well as our hips, our legs, and all the way to our feet and toes. We can feel that now our entire body has relaxed. But if there is any part of our body that is still tense, we can send that part, we can send some kind awareness, some kindness to that part of our body. Allow the tension to gradually dissipate into the atmosphere. Once we have relaxed our body, we just let it be for now. We don't have to be too concerned about our body and every little tension in our body. So now we move on to relaxing our mind. It might be helpful to imagine that our mind is like the open sky, blue, vast, open, spacious. And our thoughts are like the clouds that appear and disappear, they come and go. And sometimes we don't like our thoughts, and sometimes we do like them. Sometimes we have worries, stress, frustrations, and fears. But we just let them be. We don't push anything out, but we don't follow them around either. Just let it all be. Like the clouds in the sky that come and go. But we know now that we cannot go back in the past. We cannot go forward in the future. So there's no need to worry about the past and present or the future. Just in the present moment, we just sit and allow our thoughts to gradually become less and less active. We feel that our mind becomes a bit more spacious and open. A bit more light and soft. We can feel a bit more space within, a bit more openness. At this point, sometimes we might get a little fuzzy, trying to find more relaxation or find more peace. But the thing is, with meditation, as soon as we start searching for something, we won't find it. This is different from how the world operates. In meditation, sometimes, actually always, we find when we don't search. So when we are just sitting, being content with whatever peace there is, more peace will come, more ease will come, and more relaxation will come to us. When we are not moving, not searching, not struggling. If we can find some contentment and settle with the present moment, then all good things will come to us. We don't need anything more. As we are settling our thoughts, as we are gradually finding more stillness when we are simply here in the present moment. We then are reminded of the center space within. If we are already familiar with the meditation method, we already know where the center is, then we can move on from here, go to the center and continue the meditation by ourselves. But if we are still a bit unfamiliar with the meditation method, we might simply just become aware of our breath, inhaling and exhaling. We can feel our breath coming in and going out. As our breath moves in, we can feel the movement all the way to the center within. At the end of our breath, there is a movement inside. We can feel the movement all the way into our abdomen. And as we breathe out, we can feel the movement starting in our abdomen. Now, we do not need to be too analytical about this. It is just a soft awareness, a soft and gentle touch within. And then we continue to follow the breath. And each time the breath goes in, as we inhale, we feel the center. And then we exhale. We continue to do so. And when we do so, after a while, the connection with the center becomes a little stronger. And we no longer need to concern ourselves with the breath anymore. We will simply just be aware of the center. Tradition has it that the center of the body is located just above the navel, in the center of our abdomen, just above the navel, but within, inside, not outside at our skin, but inside our abdomen. Now, sometimes we might feel that the center is just a small little point, but it might also feel like it's a big space. And we are simply aware of the center with a very soft and gentle touch, with a very soft and gentle awareness. We don't need to push or pin down our thoughts. We are simply very gentle about it. We give ourselves some leeway, allow our thoughts to come and go. Simply a very gentle awareness at the center. very light. It will become more consistent naturally. We don't need to force that process. If we become tense at any point, we can simply step back and back off a little and maybe relax a little bit more. But if we are distracted, we are having many thoughts, maybe even a bit sleepy, then we can allow a little bit of light to appear inside. We can allow a little bit of light to appear inside, like the light of a candle or the light of a moon shining within. And it may not be exactly the same, may not be exactly the shape or the form that we like, but that's okay. The image may not be that clear, but that's okay. We just let it appear as it wants to appear. And sometimes we feel that a little bit of light inside helps us, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we might use a mantra instead, listening to the sound as it guides us to the center. We listen to the sound of the mantra. We feel it resonating from within. Sammaraham, Sammaraham, Sammaraham. We can hear the sound ringing from within. Now, some days we imagine some light, and some days we don't. Some days we listen to the mantra, and some days we don't. Some days we do both, but some days we don't. The most important thing is that we are at ease, just being here, being with ourselves. That we don't need to go anywhere, we don't need to do anything, just being at ease. And if we are growing tense, we back off. And if we are becoming distracted, we add in more flavor. a little bit of light, a little bit of sound. We gradually find the right balance. This is what Luang, the great master, he called it Tuksuan, which means just the right balance, just the right proportions. And we find that our mind is happy to be inside. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to do anything. Just happy right here, right now. If we can find that balance, we feel content. When we feel content, we accept ourselves. We grow more still. When we grow more still, we find more peace. When we are more peaceful, we also accept more. Gradually, our mind becomes more and more still. Step by step, bit by bit, we find our way without ever having to look for it. Let us practice together in silence for these moments.